Caden and Carmen are going to show us how to collect data on a Doberman frame.
Alright, frame 6, target weed percentage.
We got some right here, so yeah, 5.
5%. Other weed percentage.
Other weed, we
5%?
This right there. Yeah, 5.
Okay, forb shrub.
Forb shrub.
I don't think there's any forb shrub.
Doesn't look like any forb.
Okay, let's come back to perennial grass because that's most of the frame.
Yeah.
Okay, bare ground.
There's a tiny bit right there, so
5%?
go 5.
Okay, litter.
10?
Yeah, 10%. Okay. And
Yeah,
I don't
good.
think there's any moss.
No moss.
So then the total is 100%, and that leaves us with
75%
for perennial grass.
Yep.
How many stems are there?
Whoa. That one's not in the frame, so we got 1.
1 stem?
1 stem. And it is 28 centimeters.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Great.
Next frame.
Notice the Bling Bug crew just got through doing this transect. The transect is 10 monitoring points of vegetation, and each monitoring point is marked by whiskers, and that way we know exactly where we were last year and the year previous. So every 2 meters you'll see whiskers along, and there's 10 of those. At the beginning of the transect is a marking point, and this is where we record all of our GPS coordinates. You can hear the GPS is ticking away. We gather 30 points at the starting point of each transect, and then we send those starting points to the Forest Service, the BLM, and the U.S. Department of Ag, and local county weed agencies, so that everybody knows where our biological sites are. And the beginning of each transect can be done with a rock, a pile like we have here. We chose a rock pile here because this is a horse pasture, and horses tend to rub on our other starting points. We've used fiberglass poles, steel posts, stakes, whatever we need to use so that we know where the starting point is. This is not a point to be monitored, just a starting point of the transect.
You know, I joined Bug Crew because, I love bugs. Oh, ew. Got him.
Alright, this GPS unit, in addition to having a GPS receiver, also has a data dictionary. There's a number of things we need to put into this data dictionary so that the Forest Service and the BLM know exactly who we are and what sites we are doing. So this is the Blaine Bug Crew. So I put that in. Today's date is July 30th, 2013. This is a private landowner. It is a permanent site. The site name always starts out with the first 2 letters of the weed. So this is DK for diffuse snapweed. And then you put in the date, 07/30/2013. The weed, as I said before, is diffuse snapweed. The biological control agent we're looking for here is Siphochleonus acades and Larinus minutus, and there's approximately 2 acres here, so we enter that information, and we always take pictures of our sites so that we know from year to year what changes, what visual changes are taking place. So and our pitcher direction today is going to be southeast. At this point, Carmen's ready to do the rest of the transect, so I'm going to give her the physical coordinates from the GPS, and she puts those on as a paper copy. So Carmen, our easting is 73, 78, 72.80.
Okay.
Northing is 48, 25, 08, 5.59.
This is Cyphocleona cicades. He's one of the bugs that we use. You got a good picture of him? Okay. This is a root boring weevil. So right now it's in its adult stage. It will go down in the fall when it's time to lay its eggs. Right now it's eating on the seed heads up here. And when it's ready to lay its eggs during the fall, it goes down. It will go into the root, will lay its eggs, and come right after winter, early summer. The larva will start eating the inside of the stem, of the root, to kill it, and it ends up killing all the whole knapweed. And this is some damage that this Cypho has done. The roots are pretty long, about at least that much longer on it, and so you can see what it's done, how it's killed it. And so after the larva has done that, it will go into a pupation stage, and it will then it will turn into an adult, come out here, and the process will start all over again.
This is the Larinus minutus, and they lay their eggs in the seed heads, and the larva eats through the seed heads, and then they start the whole process over again. And they're a seed-boring weevil. And this is a dead plant that they've worked on, and you can see where there's some holes. That's where they've eaten, the larva eaten their way out. And then there's some that don't have holes, and that's how they are different. And see, this is the Larinus minutus.
Why did I join Bug Crew?
Squirrel!
Okay, as you can see, we're here today doing a insect release on Canada thistle. An amazing amount of Canada thistle. There's about 40-50 acres of it here. And our bug today is called Hydroplontis latura. It is a seed head eating weevil, and this little guy will go into the Canada thistle seed heads and eat out all the seeds. Its larva will. So we're releasing about 300 of them today on this site. This is what our containers look like, and they come to us and they tell us what kind of bug we have and so on and so forth. So Caden's just releasing them here, and we're just watching him struggle trying to get all of them out of the can. They're pretty sticky little buggers. Here's the label. These particular bugs are out of Integrated Weed Management in Montana. Okay, so as you can see here, this is a bunch of Cyphocleona cicades that we're getting ready to put out in all this knapweed that you can see here. So there's knapweed all over the place. And these bugs are a root boring weevil. And so we're just sprinkling them out over the infestation. And these guys are going to lay their larvae in the roots of the knapweed, and they're going to eat out all the roots.